Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new here, I'm Lowy. I'm out chasing Jewies today on the river. Hopefully we can get a couple of fish. I'll start out with a 4-inch paddle tail. It's in a green, like a limey green colour. It's a duo, about 4-inch. Let's get it in the water, try and catch a couple of fish. That's the colour there. It's like a lime green colour. Out you go. Bring us a couple of fish. Snag. Well, that's not the first time I've snagged up first cast. Alright, let's go and get that off. Sun's starting to poke its head up. Missed the first bite, unfortunately. It's good if you can get a fish early, get off the donut, take the pressure off. A couple of nibbles there. They weren't big fish, very little. But it's a bite. Anything's welcome at this stage to get off the donut. It's nothing worse than being on the donut for too long. You just want to get one on the board. It's a better feeling having a fish on the deck. If it takes like half hour, an hour before you catch one, panic might set in. Rightio, we have a fish on. It's not heaps of weight, but it doesn't feel the worst either. Could get us off the donut, but if we can get it in the boat, that's the most important thing. Off the donut, guys, nice little schoolie on that duo, 4-inch, very nice. We'll unhook it, get it back in the water, go for something a little bit bigger, eh? That's them there. I don't know if you can see what colour it is, but that's the plastics. I don't ever mind how big that first fish is. The bigger the better, but just getting off the donut, getting one in the boat, that's all I really care about to start with. I'm not too concerned on size. I mean, what does that matter? As long as you're catching them. If you can get bigger ones, so be it. But if you can't, I'd rather catch schoolies than nothing. There we go. It's only small, this fish. Very small. Real small. Oh, brim. How you doing, buddy? Enjoying your morning? Thanks for coming to say good day. Much appreciated. Even that small brim went that 4-inch. Pretty crazy when you think about it. They'd be out there just chasing little prawns and stuff. I got no doubt if you put on like a small bait junkie prawn or any small sort of branded prawn and went right into those rocks, you'd probably just clean up on brim. What have we got here? What have we got here? Wow. Well, this little fella wasn't in the script. Absolute tiddler. Fish is a fish. Mate, you need to find everyone that's bigger. Tell them to come and say g'day to Lowy. Get it right in there up on the bank. Probably snag it up. Got to risk it for the biscuit. We are on. Get all this going on. Hard to tell if it's got any size yet because it's kind of just swam towards me. It's not the smallest. And not the biggest. Definitely another Jewy. Get out from underneath the boat, mate. Come aboard. Rightio, number 2 schoolie. Good to see a couple of fish around, which is nice, especially considering we've got southerly winds. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one, not by much, but a little bit. Anyway, we'll get this plastic out and send it on its way. Right, one last look at it, we'll send it on its way. Off to go and get bigger. Rightio, gonna change it up a bit. Gonna put the Z-Man 3.5 inch prawns elites on. It's about a 3/8/4 jig head. I don't really think it'll matter what plastic I'm running. You've just got to put it in the right spot. Good to mix it up, but the fish are down there, but they're not in a feeding mood just yet. There we go. And just to make a liar of me, I've hooked one. It's probably been an hour since I caught one. What is it? Little tiny one. Bigger lure, smaller fish. Ugh. Nice little soapy. Just on that 3.5 inch Z-Man prawn. There we go. Another little one. Oh, getting smaller. That's the smallest one by far. What are you doing, mate? Have a look at this. Always seems to be the way, right in the middle of saying that they're not feeding, they've just switched on out of nowhere. Oh, just to prove me wrong. Take the good with the bad. I'd rather the bites. I think that's 3 in 3 casts. Only another little one, just jagged. Felt like it had a bit more weight, but that's not the case. Well, a tiny bit more weight than the last one. That's him there. Another littly. Well, so far the bigger presentation lure, the prawn, is just catching all the small ones. Righto, first cast with a different colour in that duo plastic, and I hooked up. That definitely gives me a bit of confidence. Bites have been few and far between for a while. I wouldn't have changed colours either. I only changed colours because I got snagged, busted off. So I just sat down for a bit, retied my leader. Thought, I'll give this other colour a shot. And yeah, first cast on. Onto a big blackfish. There's a whopping blackfish. That's unexpected. Yeah, that's the colour there. First cast on that one. Massive blackfish. I'll give you a look at it. Check out this slob. Absolute ripper. Not the target species, but you're never going to say no to a big chunk like that. And we've got something small. Oh, another tiny Jewy. Can't get away from these little fellas today. Such a beautiful looking fish. Fish on. Definitely nice to have a bite. Been a long while between bites. Good news is I hooked it. Sometimes when you don't get a bite for ages, you can miss that bite because you're not ready for it. No dramas this time. Little bit of weight, nothing too crazy. Just the wind picks up. Here it goes. Another little school Jewy. Again, not a big one. Just haven't been able to get any big ones today at all. These are still good fun. Rightio, hook's out. This little schoolie can go and swim back off, catch up with its family. Enjoy your holidays, buddy. Well, it wasn't too bad fishing. No real big fish, unfortunately, but that's how it goes sometimes. I'm looking forward to hitting the river at Karua tomorrow for part 2 of the video. Anyway, stay tuned, more to come. Welcome back, guys. Day 2 here on the Karua River. Looks all right, it's nice and early. Tried to beat the crowds, we're in the holidays. Anyway, we're here to try and catch a couple of Jewies. I'm going to concentrate around the bridge. Hopefully add to the last trip's pile of fish. Right, let's get into it. Right, yeah, we are on a fish. Oh, he's off. Dog. Right, I'll take 2 on again. Hope we can get this one. Rocking the new Vanford there, as you can see. Doesn't feel too bad. Like I said, hopefully I can get this one in the boat. Pulling hooks on the other one was pretty bad. Come and say good day, mate. Don't be shy. Be nice to break in the new reel straight away. 10 minutes in, especially after dropping the first one. What is it? I think it's a 3000 Vanford. Nice little schoolie. Nearly just pinned. We'll swing him around this way. In you get, mate. Beautiful. Very nice. There we go, guys. First fish of the morning. Broke in the new Vanford, which is nice. Nice little schoolie. Good start. Righto. Get it back in the water. Try and get another one. Could have had two, but that's how it goes. Off you go, champion. Off to a good start anyway. One caught one lost one. There's a fish. Oh, on again. Doesn't feel as big, but it's a fish nonetheless. Back that drag off a smidgen. Oh, the new reel's killing it. Another nice little Jewy. In you get, buddy. Very nice. Grunting away. Righto, that's the lure. Righto guys, schoolie number 2. He's pretty feisty, this one, so we won't keep him out of the water too long. Good to break in the new reel straight away with a couple of Jewies. It's a compact 3000 HG Vanford. Nothing worse than going a couple of trips and you don't catch a fish on it. Just makes me want to do a quick sail when that happens. Done it before and I will do it again, but not on this one. It's proven itself already that it's got good mojo. Anyway, let's get back into the fishing. Try and get a couple more. Good start anyway. Well, there's one down the bottom anyway. He's down there in amongst that bait. See if we can get him on this vibe. Could have had 3, that would have been an epic start. But pulled hooks on that first one, as you've seen. Or may not have seen. I don't even know if I got the camera on quick enough. Takes a few seconds to boot up. But there is another nice fish down there at the moment. Hasn't been a whole lot of action like on the sounder. Just a couple coming through here and there. That's all you need, but it's the most sketchy, chucking right into the pylons. They're covered in oysters, other people's line. So there's a good chance that you could just foul your vibe up on them. Let alone if a fish takes it, then runs you straight back in there. You're pretty much done for. But sometimes that's where they're sitting. You just got to put it in there. Just had another bite down there, missed it as well. A couple of them have hit it, but just not hooking them. They're a bit non-committal. You wonder sometimes how they can hit a vibe and you don't hook up, but they, they definitely can do it. I'm pretty much just lobbing casts here, there and everywhere. Up beside them, in front of them, behind them. No real pattern. Just mixing it up. We've got one on. Not sure how big it is, kind of coming towards me. Nah, not real big. I can see the leader in that spinning. Just a flatty. Nice little flatty. Bit wrapped up. Well, there we go, guys. First bit of bycatch. Nice little flatty. Alright, we got a fish on. Maybe a flatty, not sure. Hasn't done a whole lot. It's got a little bit of weight. Might be another little schoolie. Either way, it's a fish. We'll take it. Just tighten that drag a tiny bit. Good to be on another fish anyway. What have we got? Jewy? Yeah, nice little Jewy. Nothing like a couple of Christmas schoolies. Here we go, guys, another little schoolie. They're only small, but good fun. Beautiful fish. My favourite to catch. Righto, let's get it back in the water. Try and catch a bigger one, shall we? Been pretty action-packed this morning. Plenty of car activity as well. I apologise for the bridge noise, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. At least we're catching a couple of fish. That's the main thing. Alrighty, we are on. He's sitting down deep, this one. I just changed over to a bait junkie prawn. Bites had gone pretty quiet on the vibe. So we switched over to the plastic. It's only in the 3-inch. Picked up another fish. Littly. Another little schoolie there, just on the Bait Junkie 3-inch prawn. Well, something's hit it on the drop. It's got to be a small flatty. Right up into the shallows there and just grabbed it. Oh, not little brim. Knew it was something small. Not much of a bite. Nice colours. They kind of match the prawn a little bit. Same as the Jewy. They got that purple sheen through it. Rightio. Thanks for coming. We got a brim, flatty, couple of Jewies. Not bad going. It's only 10 past 8. Been plenty of action so far. Only thing it's really missing is big fish, but you don't always get big ones. Happy just to get out and catch a couple of fish, to be honest. Alright, we've got another bite. Another very, very small fish. Tiny, tiny brim. Because you've had better days. Alright, now we're on again. This feels a bit better than a tiny brim. Much better than a little brim. Well, the old Vanford doesn't want to be outdone. He wants to get in on the act. Good fun on the light gear. It's only 10 pound with 12 litre. God no. It's only tiny. It's only 10 pound line. No gaff required. And I got a net. There we go, guys, another little schoolie. That was on the Bait Junkie 3-inch prawn in opening night. Got a couple of good numbers now at least. Well, let this one go, see what else is around. Rightio, fish on again. It's not big. I just threw that one straight up into the bank there. Pulled a small flatty. Better that than nothing. Well, there he is, guys. Nice little flatty. Absolutely nailed me with one of his spikes. Anyway, belly slime's on. Off he goes. Yeah, nailed me right there. Yeah, that last cast was just straight up into the shallows there. Pretty much where this one's gone. What do we got here? Flatty by the feel of it. Gotta be careful this one doesn't spike me. Only a little fella. They can still get you, but the way they jump around. Righto guys, that's going to wrap it up from me. Going to get back to the boat ramp. It's going to be pretty crowded at this time of year. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you on the next